Hi guys, hope you're all well. So today I'm just briefly going to talk about the beginning of the journey, and I'll also touch on one of the symptoms that I first started off with when I fell pregnant, which was fatigue. So in the beginning of our journey, my husband and I had come back from our honeymoon, and we'd been away overseas for about a month, and we found out we were pregnant. And I remember the night before we found out we were pregnant, I jumped in the shower, and the feeling of the water hitting my chest was excruciatingly painful. So I knew at that point that something wasn't right. So the next morning we found out that we were pregnant. We were both super excited. And then at our 8-week scan, we found out that we were having twins. For us, it was a super shock because it didn't run in my husband or my family. We were having fraternal twins, which meant we had 2 sacs and there was 2 placentas. So it was basically like having 2 pregnancies in the one tummy. And initially, my husband was excited as well as being shocked, but I was severely overwhelmed with fear. It took a toll. I was so scared because I was the first time mum and 1 baby, let alone 2. Like, I didn't know if I was going to be able to manage. And it wasn't until our first baby bunting shop that things sort of shifted. We had a sales lady come up to us, and she basically said to me, she said, "Don't worry, twins have their own special bond, and they entertain each other, which takes the pressure off you." And within an instant, I had just felt this release of pressure off. Felt like a weight had lifted off, and all of a sudden I was able to then get excited about the pregnancy and look forward to what was coming next. So that was a little bit of a process within itself. Yeah. And also, so in the beginning of the pregnancy, one of the symptoms that I first dealt with was fatigue. All women, when pregnant, experience fatigue. However, with twins, everything's doubled. So I understood what it was to be tired, but this was on a whole different level. I'd wake up at 7, 8 in the morning and feel refreshed, but within an hour or 2, I was ready for bed. At that point in time, I was working full-time. I was in hospitality, managing at a hotel, on my feet all day, long hours. So I really struggled with the fatigue in the beginning. And then in the second trimester, you sort of get a second win, and it wasn't as bad. And then in the third trimester, the fatigue hits you even harder because obviously you're a lot bigger, moving around's a lot harder because I was so big. But at the same time with fatigue, it was a positive because when I was so tired, I knew that the babies were utilizing my energy to grow and blossom, and that was positive. I was excited about that. So if it meant me being tired, so be it. But it was a hard journey because there were so many other symptoms that were going on at that same time. So yeah, that's a little bit about fatigue, but if you've got any questions, feel free to contact me. And tomorrow I'm going to be talking about food cravings and different foods and during pregnancy. So we'll see you then. Cheers. Bye.